Hello, Foxpack, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I started recording earlier just in case it said something. If you guys hear any background noise, like really loud background noise, I'm sorry. I can't control my terrible family, but I can control my dog to an extent. How you doing, Cassidy? Yeah, he's a bit of a quiet dog. Anyway, let me check what this is set to. Unseen, it's not set to anything, so skip to text that has already, it doesn't skip unseen text. I don't know why my save didn't, just that save. Natsuki, Natsuki. There, hi Monica. Yeah, step out for a little bit. Skip until the unseen text part, which is pretty much just the poetry part. Alright, back to the poetry part, I'm pretty sure. I don't know, it's been a solid 2-3 days since I last recorded, so this will be fun. Anime. Vanilla. Clouds. Milk. Yeah, sorry I took such a long break. I put it in the description of part 10, I believe, but I'll say now, comfort here, that it's the fact of I had to go to other family's house, and they don't have as fast internet, so if I wanted to upload a video, it would take like a solid day anyway. And I couldn't record anything because then I would have to pack up this beautiful microphone and then find some place to put it over there that wouldn't be an earshot of literally everything, which is nowhere. But yeah, let's just continue. I will say now that if you see any glitched text appear as an option here, that stuff does occasionally happen. It's just stuff that, like I said, occasionally happens throughout playthroughs. I can't force it or stop it. Yeah, like right here. And if I click on it, it does this. I don't know what this changes, if anything. But yeah. I'm still gonna try my best here. Sugar. Ba. Am I going crazy? You guys heard that too, right? It was like ba. Like literally saying ba. Socks. And then cute, I guess. I probably should have went with lollipop. I guess it should have been. I guess I shouldn't have clicked on it to show, because I kind of need to see Natsuki's little jumping character. Go with Sparkle. Alright, another day passes. So, traditionally I had cut out the part that I had to skip up to the poetry part, but, I'm not going to. Mainly because of the fact that I still don't know if I had or hadn't stopped there. So, yeah. Anyway, another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. If I, stopped anywhere in between, I'll, delete this recording and start fresh. So basically, once this recording's over, I'll save on a second file. Just logic. Anyway, I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Welcome back, SoulFoxie. Hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression. What, that diluted smile? But the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki's reading manga at her desk, and surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. This is the closet. Isn't this where Natsuki's supposed to be most of the time? About yesterday, I really need to apologize. Nothing like that has ever happened before. What? Okay. Something's wrong with Cassidy. Anyway, nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Something in my throat. I don't know why, but it seems like I'm always fine until just before I start recording. Like something's even like usually in my throat or whatever, just as or just before I start recording. It sucks. And I can't fix it. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologized. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, Cassidy's freaking out about it. And ignore what I said. It didn't make me think any less of you. I had already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. That happened in real life, I'd probably be terrified. Like the glitching and dark sort of mood overflowing the room. I would have laughed at some of the comments though. Anyway, and now that you're apologizing, I know you didn't really mean it. SoulFoxie, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. That make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person. And I'm really glad that you joined this club. I totally wasn't forced. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and, sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was, man. I'm guessing you haven't either. That voice crack, though. By the way, I always have, like, the music loud in my ears, so I can always barely hear myself. That's why I typically slur a lot of my words together. Anyway, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either. ... Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. Yeah, because she totally doesn't act animalistic. No, I haven't. Jeez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. ... What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday. I just wanted to apologize. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said. And I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? Aren't you? ... But I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kinda nice to hear, since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. Not at all. I don't hate you. It reminds me of the turrets from Portal. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. ... Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. Hey. Again, great voice crack. Suddenly, door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. Always late. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Why are we still in the closet area? Nah. Well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. I want to know. I've never been to a high school, let alone a Japanese high school. I live in America. Because, you know, land of the totally not free in the slightest. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Don't see how a piano is louder than a bell, like the school bell, but still, piano. I wasn't where you played music as well, Monica. Wait, as well. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good. No, my dog's eating. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm not really good yet. That's what I meant to say. I forgot the yet, but had to repeat the whole sentence for reasons. I honestly don't know. Anyway, still, that must require a lot of dedication. So I'm still impressed. Man, really easily impressed that one. Well, thanks, Yuri. You should play something for us sometime. That's... Monica looks at me. Well, I'm working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Is its name Your Reality? Okay, I guess I don't get an answer. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, SoulFoxie. Monica smiles sweetly. I still don't like that stare. There's something about green eyes that's off-putting. Mainly just in this game. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? Not at all, really. I choose not to bring up anything that the three of us talked about. You mean the quite literally nothing? Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet, which we are at. SoulFoxie, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean in the club. I suppose so. I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. I'm not sure if I just got more Yuri than Natsuki somehow, or if the glitch tech actually forced this, or if this is just a part of the game. Because like I said, I haven't played through the second part of the game in a long time. Anyway, I don't think I could say no to you after you gave that book to me. Well, I guess I need to make sure Natsuki isn't waiting for me. After we finished reading yesterday, she's fine. She's reading over there, see? Don't think about her so much. She's used to being ignored. Come on, we're going over there. Okay. I'm not gonna lie, my computer has fits of just randomly turning off and turning back on, as if literally nothing happened. But I honestly thought to God that was what happened. In fact, it was just a black screen by the game. And if you listen real close, you can hear some music distortion. Strange. What's the story about anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous looking eye symbol on the front cover. Is it like Bill Cipher from Gravity Falls? Love that show. Aside from maybe Rick and Morty, it's my favorite show. Animated show, that is. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison. And people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... that might be a little bit of a spoiler. But anyway, I'm really into it. The book, I mean. Not the thing about the limbs. It's kind of dark, isn't it? You made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. If you guys take the, I'm not sure if it forces it, but if you guys take the Yuri route for the second half of the game, when it's all glitched like this, just no. Just no. I had something caught in my throat when I tried to say something again. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah, no. No, it's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to I can't read, to look at life from a strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, honestly, that's something I worry about whenever I'm like talking to friends in my spare time. And yes, I do have friends, guys, but that's something that I worry about in my spare time whenever I'm talking to friends. Because like I go on rants. Like when I'm recording, I can't for some reason, but when I'm not recording and I can just like easily go on rants and like not even do any ums or uhs or anything like that during it. I don't know why, but I just can. Anyway, well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem when I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, considering that's what you do anyway. I couldn't see that. Yeah, I can't see that. I think it said I don't think I can say, mainly because I can't remember now. Anyway, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. Yep, I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Excuse me. Well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Yes? Jeez. Calm down that nervous twitch, Yuri. I mean, you don't have to, but... What are you saying? Da-da-da. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's, but I thought we were both standing. Now I'm just confused. Yeah? Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. Open the book and start the prologue. I still don't understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I could feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing. Maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. If I had someone looking over my shoulder, it wouldn't be comforting. Especially if I was recording. Mainly because I'd have to then actually edit. All I do in editing is like sometimes cutting the editing. God, I swear English is my first language, guys. Cutting the video and like editing in different portions and stuff like that. Proper places, which is probably, assuming you guys don't want to see what Yuri's and Sayori's roots are, assumably, then that's what I have to do for the special ending, which is probably going to be split up into multiple videos because I kind of want you guys to see the actual Yuri ending and Sayori ending. Well, Sayori images and Yuri images. Anyway, Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry. I was just bathing in the feeling of your body. You really apologize a lot, don't you? Don't you? I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Why not lay the book on some more books? Bookception. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. That's like Yuri's image, but it's different. How? Well, I don't think we see yet. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and the forefinger. Yeah, great image. I do the same with my right arm on this right side of the book. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Man, that devious little smirk, though. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Also, the fact that I've read this book before. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Oh, the devious smile's gone. You no longer ask me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. With him gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches another. Wait, hold on. I thought I was on the right side, but now I'm apparently on the left side, according to this description. And who knows? Oh wait, no. That's not how it would work. The retard forgot how Japanese books work. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Man, this panic. That's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet. So I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, are you feeling alright? Yuri's been a little fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... Your breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest, as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. Yeah, you totally look fine there, bud. I just need some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? SoulFoxie? Something happened just now? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything. Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Don't worry, I believe you. silly. Because, you know, that line just needed to be there. He just does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left in the book, then slip it back into my bag. How about a bookmark instead of a mental note? Idiot, man. Alright, Monica, because, you know, she gives writing tips, apparently. And again, SoulFoxie. How's the writing going? Weren't we just standing in front of each other? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on it. That was a great laugh. Just top tier rating here. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. Great job, SoulFoxie. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical, probably because I literally wrote down gibberish. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. The way it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. I guess it worked anyway. Yeah, it's easy for me to keep expectations low in real life. Except the difference with me and this character is the fact that I never impress anyone. Sad but true. Anyway, you know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? But I wrote for Natsuki. That's not fair. Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is just totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though. But sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly. Like earlier, I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly the door opens. Yuri, I'm back. Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologize. Still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright. Thanks, Monica. I'll be ending the video after the sharing poems part, by the way, guys. Or what'd that say? I suppose I should go get my poem now. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me the colors they won't. Bright, beautiful, or my bad, not beautiful. Beautiful colors. Flash, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise it won't stop. Vile and grating with forms. Keen, screech in, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like play a board on a turntable, like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage, and of me. I'm sure that was annoying. Delete her. Delete. Who? Let's see. Yep. Alright, I absorbed it. Hi. How you doing? I'll tell you. I think I'll tell you in the beginning of the last episode for the traditional ending. Basically just the last episode before I start doing the special ending stuff. I'll tell you guys what Monica's poems mean, like what all of them mean overall. Anyway, sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything? Please help me. Okay. That's my advice for today. Great advice. Thanks for listening. Just the best of advice. I guess I'll show it to Yuri. Still go for Natsuki, even though apparently it's forcing me to be like Yuri. Anyway, I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Da-da-da. Yuri smiles and takes a deep breath. I like just holding it. I mean, the poem turned out good. It's, well, there are some things that you could work on, but that doesn't really matter. It feels like anything written by you is a treasure. That came out a little awkward. Let's move on. Here's the poem I wrote. You don't have to like it or anything. Okay, well, a lot more of the barely readable writing for me. Okay. Wheel, a rotating wheel, turning an axle, grinding, bolt head, linear gear boy. Okay. Falling sky, 7 holy stakes, a docked ship, a portal to another world, a thin rope tied to a thick rope. Okay. A Tor harness, parabolic, gear boy, expanding universe, tune controlled by slipping cogwheels, existence of God swimming with open water in all directions, drowning, a prayer written in blood, a prayer written in tune, devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gear boy, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, a wheel rotating in C, okay, dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. Oh, there, now it moves. Jeez, now I need to find where I was. Okay. Wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears and a ticking clock, a clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet, a clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks, every second time, a bolt head of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked, voice crack, ship to another world, a kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks, a time-devouring prayer. Well, hold on. I lost my place again. Sorry, guys. This is going terribly. Where? A prayer written in time. I think this is where I was. Where? Yeah. I'm just gonna hold onto this. A prayer written in blood, a prayer written in time-devouring snakes with human eyes, a thread connecting all living human eyes, a kaleidoscope of holy stakes, exponential gear boy, a sky of exploding stars, God disproving the existence of God, A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions, 40 gears, and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks one second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearboy, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing god, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. So you guys are wondering what those sounds were while I was trying to find my place again and trying to read. Someone came into my room to give me some stuff because, that was necessary. Also, lack of music again. Very eerie. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I just really like the way that it writes. So basically, like every pen. So I wrote this poem with it. Nice eyes. And now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? I don't know. It's, with the way the game goes, I don't think this conversation will have ever happened. You can keep the poem, though. Okay, then. At least we got some music back. Natsuki. Well, it's not terrible, but it's pretty disappointing after your last one. Then again, if this one was as good as your last one, I would be completely pissed. Well, I guess I wanted to try something a little different this time. Fair enough. You're still new to this, so I wouldn't expect you to find your style right away. I mean, everyone in the club writes really differently from each other. Maybe you'll find a little influence from all of us. For instance, I noticed that you were spending some time with Yuri today. Not that I care who you spend your time with. After all, I was taught never to expect anything from anybody. So it's not like I was waiting for you or anything. So you should at least look over my poem. You'll probably be able to learn something from it. Yeah, I can't really learn anything from this. Nor can I really find any words. I'm sure if you took this and put it into some kind of decoder, you'd get something. SoulFoxie, why didn't you come read with me today? I was waiting for you. I was waiting for a long time. It was the only thing I had to look forward to today. Why did you ruin it? Do you like Yuri more? I think you're better off not associating with her. Are you listening to me? Yuri is a sick freak. That should be obvious by now. So just play with me instead. Okay? Those glowy eyes though. You don't hate me, SoulFoxie, do you? Do you hate me? Do you want to make me go home crying? The club is the only place I feel safe. Don't ruin that for me. Don't ruin it. Please. Just stop talking to Yuri. Play with me instead. It's all I have. Play with me. Play with me. Nice broken neck. That's a backwards end. It's also an upside down end. You have unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yeah, sure. It's a Scrambled Monica poem. Sounds great. Okay then, yeah. Just gonna save the game and leave that for part 13, I think. I'm not sure. I think it's 13. Those sounds aren't comforting. Anyway, I'll see you later, Foxpack. I'll leave you to the next part and bye and stuff.